Hi Virgo, it's Mary with Seer. I hope you're doing well. This is a bi-weekly general reading for you for January 16th through the 30th. So, let's get this started, huh? So this is a 5-card spread. It's basically like a heads up reading, we're going to start with your current situation. And if you have a favorite spread you'd like me to do or have any ideas on anything new, I'm completely open to that. So just want to let you know that your input is very important to me. And thanks for all your likes and shares. Okay, so I got 2 cards. Oh, you see that? One's reversed. One's upside down. Isn't that interesting? Okay. So we have the 4 of Fire here. Okay, and the 4 of Fire is the 4 of Wands reversed. Hang on one moment here. Okay, thank you. So we have the 4 of Fire reversed. So this is an unhappy home, an unhappy relationship, or a broken relationship. Something that may be a split. Now this could be something from it could also be like an engagement or any kind of relationship. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because that's where it's telling me to stop. Okay, so the next card, so we have it feels like there's one more there. That's so weird. Okay, so this is still the current situation also. So I have like an apology here. I have a page of water, page of cups, like an apology, or a small offering of small token of love is what I'm hearing. Apology. Okay. Okay, current situation. Okay. The past is the next one. This is going to be the 5 of Earth. This is financial loss. It could be loss of a home, having to move. It can also be loss of a relationship. It can also be, well, we already had that. Like being shut out, being left out in the cold usually. Let's look at this particular card though. This particular card, well, 5 of Earth is a 5 of Pentacles. So she has 4 pentacles on one side and 1 on the other side. So it's like being shut out of something that appeared to be stable. But the 5th pentacle, because 4 pentacles is protection and guarding yourself. It's also about building a foundation. But I'm not sure if that created some instability by protecting oneself too much, or maybe it was a matter of protection is why somebody was compelled to take the stance of shutting another out. Okay, so that was kind of one of those under the radar messages, right? Okay, so the next card would be the Concern. And so this is the Star reverse. So the Star reverse, it's about divine timing, divine divine guidance. Divine timing, divine guidance. No hope, losing hope, lost hope. Lost hope. Unable to see the bigger picture too. Somehow unable to see the bigger picture. And the reason why is because the Star is an Aquarius card, so it could be. Now, Aquarian could have something to do with it, but it doesn't have to be. But the Aquarian energy is an energy of being able to look at something from the higher perspective, okay? And so if it's reversed, then that's being unable to look at the bigger picture, maybe the lesson in it, or somehow this serves somebody in some way, okay? The ending of the relationship, for example. How was this? It's like there's some kind of lesson here. Or the unhappy home, even if there's not an ending to a relationship. Okay. Okay, so now it could be a lot of things that come into an unhappy home, and I need to say this for some of my for everybody, because we're all at different stages. So that could mean being unhappy at home. Maybe something that feels like it's not complete. Maybe it could be a lot of things. It doesn't have to be love. It could be that there's financial difficulties and you're facing maybe having to move out of your house. So this is a general reading, so it could have to do with any of those things. Let's talk about the advice now. So we have the Page of Fire here. That would be the Page of Wands. And so Page of Wands is good news. So somehow there's good news in this, and I really feel like that this is some part of the lesson that we're not seeing the bigger picture. So where it feels like there's no hope, maybe there's a reason why we're being directed in a certain area. What am I missing is like one thing that I like to use when I really feel stuck. What am I missing here? What should I be seeing here? Please help me to see how am I going to have peace in this situation? And it's really interesting because it's when, for me personally, it's when I'm the most frustrated and going, when you're feeling like everything you do is futile, that you can't get whatever it is accomplished you're trying to get accomplished. And it's having actually to lean into the energy and saying, okay, what's going on here? What's really going on here? Okay. So, the Page of Fire also can be information about some kind of passionate. Maybe I should be doing this, and that kind of sparks it sparks ideas, and it sparks you into the place of, wow, I never thought about doing that. So here's an example. If there's financial difficulties at home, since it's a general reading, so I want to get information, I start talking fast. Then, what can I do instead? What could I do with my current situation, my current finances, to create abundance, or to make a change here? And what can I do moving forward? Because it's about the planning. So I'm not shut out again. This is part of the lesson, is the feeling of lack. And the page is, maybe there's a child that walks up and says, you're really good at growing flowers, or you're really good at making arrangements, or you're really good, or somebody says, maybe you should do what you love. Something like that. It's, it's really cool. My daughter is downstairs, so if you hear weird noises, she's singing and dancing downstairs. So it makes me happy to hear. And you know what? She's 17. She's almost 18. She loves to dance, and it's so amazing watching her. But anyway, so how can I? So this is 2 pages. This is new energy. I'm really all over the place. All of these planets and stuff got me going. So the outcome here is the Queen of Air, and this is really great because this is actually Virgo, you're all about the mercurial energy because that's your planet, but also who rules, sorry, make sure you breathe. You too, Virgo. So Mercury also rules Gemini. I'm a Gemini. So the Queen of Swords is an air sign, Gemini and Aquarius or Libra. The thing about the planet of Mercury, it's about the details. It's about knowledge. It's about communication. It's about swift movement. The Queen of Air, she's a feminine energy. Doesn't have to be, this could represent, she doesn't have to be an air sign. She doesn't have to be female, feminine, but she tells the truth, and she's saying, this is what I want. This is the way it's going to go. She's not afraid of the fallout because she's had enough of nonsense to say, hey, let the chips fall where they may. And that's a beautiful thing. The other thing that she knows is she knows her heart. She knows what she loves. She knows what she believes in. And this may be in the area that you're going towards, which is a beautiful thing. She can be harsh, but it's only because life experiences have put her in this place. It's not a place that we have to stay, but while we're sorting things out and trying to overcome things, the Queen of Swords is a good energy to embody. That's nice. And she has owl right here. Owl is about knowledge. Okay. And so there's always hope. There's always hope. If you're blocked in some area, sometimes we're being blocked for a reason. And we just need to go, okay, how can I shift? How can I shift? How can I shift? And earth signs, it's not so easy to shift. But remember that you are guided. You are ruled by Mercury. And Mercury is a shifter, is speed, it's knowledge, it's, that if you look up the symbol of Mercury, it's the guy with the wings on his feet. My feet have wings. So remember that you're still ruled by that energy and you can embody that. Oh, that was cool. Okay, so now we're going to do an angel and ancestor card. Let me get back to the microphone. Now we're going to do an angel and ancestor card. We're flipping everywhere. Let me move these. Okay, and just for a little bit of advice here. I really like Virgos. I love talking to Virgos. They're so fun. They're so fun. It's really fun because they're, if they're connected, if you guys are connected into that mercurial energy, it's really fun to bounce ideas back and forth. That's why I really enjoy that. Okay, so let's get this card out. They're always read upright, so that's why I flip them certain ways. I don't know if you had this one before, but I think you have. The Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. So, part of having that great mercurial energy is that you can see things play out in your head before they actually do. And so by doing that, if you can embrace what you want to play out in a positive way, you actually create more, you manifest more. That's a really special skill to embrace. The Geminis are good manifestors, but we can always borrow from other signs, and because you have that mercurial energy, that planet, oh, it's great. And you have the earth energy, you have the 3D, and you have the mercurial energy, the mind, the sorting out details, and then you have the 3D, and you put that, run it through your heart, and then you manifest like crazy. Like crazy. Anything's possible. Miracles happen all the time. You are enough to create anything you want. You are more than enough, but you are at least enough. Okay? Okay, so we're going to do one more card, and this is going to be the... I'm closing my eyes, so I'm not, because there's two sides to the cards. So these are the shaman cards. Tobacco. Interesting. Now don't start smoking, Virgo. Kidding. Okay, so tobacco is masculine, east. Mars is a planet, and Earth. Mars is, I forgot a word, right? I am tobacco. I am the sacred offering. I am a release of all your negative elements and energies. I am purification. My smoke provides clarity of thought and purpose. I am the sacred center of Native American spiritual knowledge. Do not be too selfish with what you are doing today. Remember to give away. Giving away is receiving. I offer you healing through purification. I am the sacred smoke of the pipe ceremony. I am offering. I am tobacco. And this is beautiful for you. So what can you offer and still give to yourself? You offer for the pure giving, not because it's expected. And so when I see this, I see maybe working at a women's center, or feeding homeless, or mowing somebody's lawn, or taking out an elderly person's trash in your neighborhood. We my daughter and I, and this is not to make anybody feel guilty, but we cook dinner for these women that are, it's like the women's center, women and child center, and we make them dinner about once a month. And so I always get nervous because it's only about 25 people, but it's like me and her. and I'm in charge, and that makes me a little bit nervous to charge about all those people's dinners. But it stretches me, and they really appreciate it. And they call me to come back because I guess they really like me, and they need the help too. It's not all about being liked so much, but it's really beautiful. And so tobacco has been, anything used too much or commercialized can be kind of ruined. So the tobacco ceremony, was when tobacco, everything serves a purpose, okay? And before there was a lot of extra stuff put in tobacco, it wasn't so bad. But we should never give our power away to anything. Tobacco, food, alcohol, the spiel. So anyway, and that's a hard one sometimes, especially in this day and age. Love you, Virgo. Hang in there, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.